Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine and Storm versus the Secret Wars Wolverine and the Storm from the Thunderbird 2-pack. I put this new THICK Wolverine to the test. That is the line on his abs, side by side with every Wolverine I own. I performed some head swaps, and for Storm, I lined her up with every Marvel Legends Storm I own to see if Hasbro finally nailed her skin tone right. So did Hasbro got this two right? Let's find out. Although X-Men 97 Wolverine is a repaint of Secret Wars Wolverine, they made the line a little bit thicker. It's alright, it's not as thick as I was hoping it to be, just like what is in the show, but it does match this character bio from Topps. The shade of brown is not a match though, it's quite different. It's a lighter brown compared to what is in the show. Probably Hasbro is going for something bright brown, but in the show and in the comic books, it was a match in terms of the darkness of the brown color. The thickness of the brown line across his abs is a big improvement compared to the product shots and to Secret Wars. Other differences includes the belt buckle design, the skin tone, wherein he is a little bit darker. This is expected because Hasbro does not make the same skin color for the same character. For the exposed metal parts, they are gunmetal unlike the shiny silver from Secret Wars. It's the same body mold. As you can see from the back, he has those butterfly joints. As expected, new head sculpt but repainted body. For an early head swap, here is the new X-Men 97 head on the Secret Wars body and vice versa. Since the yellow color is of a different shade, the head is noticeably different from the rest of the body. I heard a lot of people are interested with the head swap using the new Screaming head. Do you think this is alright, the difference in terms of the yellow color? Both Secret Wars and the new X-Men 97 Wolverine comes with unmasked head sculpts. The skin tone is quite different, but let's give it a go in terms of a head swap. Here is the brand new unmasked head of Wolverine on the Secret Wars body. One thing you can notice immediately is the color blue of his eyes. And of course, it's like his face is blushing red compared to the Secret Wars body. Here is the Secret Wars head on the new X-Men 97 Wolverine body. The skin tone is noticeably different. I don't recommend this particular head swap. The total number of hands are the same for both figures. Both Wolverines come with a pair of closed fist hands. It's just the right amount of accessories for Wolverine. He comes with the essential ones. Here are the claws out hands. As mentioned a while ago, I like the gunmetal silver color of the new claws compared to the older ones. If Wolverine was light brown, here we have Storm and she's dark brown. Although some collectors do not prefer this dark brown color, it's actually X-Men 97 accurate. The Storm from the Thunderbird 2-pack still, in my opinion, has the better head sculpt, wherein she's more stoic and calmer compared to the other one wherein she's always angry because both head sculpts have their eyebrows pointing downwards. The torso and legs are the same. The upgrade with the new one, she has a bicep swivel and she has double jointed pinless elbows. She also has gold wristbands, unlike the old one has black wristbands. Although both costumes are predominantly black, it's a different shade of black. It's not exactly the same shade. She still wears her high-heeled boots, which makes it hard for her to stand most of the time. And in terms of the cape, it's exactly the same cape, just different shades of yellow and red for the costume details. The new X-Men 97 Storm head sculpt is accurate to the show, wherein there's larger strands of hair. It's more blocky, unlike the old one which has some paint wash. The new X-Men 97 Storm hair is so clean, it's so white. Now in terms of the elbows, it's really a big improvement because right here for the Storm from the Thunderbird 2-pack, it can be misaligned, so it's ugly looking. Actually, I need to turn it around. It's in the wrong direction, so that's how it is. But it's still terrible to look at whenever that thing pops out. So it's a big improvement having double jointed pinless elbows, because now it looks seamless. It looks cleaner. If only the skin tones match, you can use the old head sculpts for this new body, which has better articulation. Interestingly, the only skin tone match is the electrified hands. You can see it's actually the same color as the old head. Both X-Men 97 Storm and the old Thunderbird Storm has two windswept to the side head sculpts. Now this is one fierce and angry looking Storm. The old Storm is still a bit chill. Oh, the new one is really intense actually. I just realized it right now, because the old one has more calmer head sculpts. Just comparing the eyes, you can see a big improvement in terms of how her eyes light up. The one at the bottom is the X-Men 97 Storm. You can see a glowing yellow surrounding her eyes. In terms of hands, the Thunderbird Storm has 6 hands while the new one has only 4 hands. The similar hands are the pair of closed fist hands. The next similar hands are the electrified hands, the same mold but just different in terms of the electricity coming out of her hands, wherein the new one has translucent yellow. The new X-Men 97 Storm fingers are already electrified. They're already translucent yellow. You can see right there, even they made the palm lighter just to make it match with the electricity, while the old one has almost complete hands in brown. It's only the tips of her hands which is translucent blue-green. The new X-Men 97 Storm does not come with a pair of open palm expressive hands, so we'll have to borrow from the old one. Since we are borrowing stuff, here is the new large electric effect, which I assume to be borrowed from Electro. The difference between the Electro effect, it's all the same yellow translucent color. Unlike Storm, where in the middle of her electricity, it's more translucent and you can see through it. Only the tips has that darker shade of yellow compared to Electro. So if you want to add more electricity to Storm, you can borrow Electros. And if you want Storm to be more intimidating, powerful, add the effects of Jada Toys Blanca. I hope you found this review helpful so far. If you do, please give it a hype. Subscribe to my channel, share this with your friends, and like this review. For places where the figures might still be available, I left some links in the description below. The Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine and Storm 2-pack is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive.
I'm Tuggernaut!
I am not a big Wolverine fan. That's Wolver Steve. But it seems I have a lot, as I mentioned in my Lumberjack Wolverine review. So let's try out some head swaps, starting with an unusual one. I recently reviewed the Gamerverse Wolverine, and whenever I use that Gamerverse head on other Wolverine's body, it looks terrible. The head is just too large for older, smaller Wolverines. But I was expecting the new head to work well with the Gamerverse body, but the yellow color does not match. It's quite distinct. It would have been nice if the Gamerverse Wolverine had a screaming head. Unfortunately, it's not this one. From Wave 1, the X-Men 97 Wolverine in his yellow tiger stripes. As you can see right now, the shade of yellow is quite different. So it's gonna be difficult to perform a perfect head swap. Since the new one has more of an orange instead of a bright yellow, it will always stand out the top of his head. And how about using the other head on the new X-Men 97 Wolverine? It actually works because it's a lighter yellow head, with a dark orange body. The contrast works, it's not that bad. Since the new X-Men 97 Wolverine always has that angry head sculpt, how about giving him something calmer and stoic? It's the alternate head from the old X-Men 97 Wolverine Wave 1. Let's try that one out. The calm head, it does not work because of the skin tone difference. The angry head, it somehow works with any body. What I meant is any Wolverine body. Because even though the skin tones won't match, it's the facial expression that carries the color of his skin. Like he's blushing red and angry, so it actually works. From X-Men 97 Wave 3, it's the Lumberjack Wolverine, which has only one head sculpt, and it's the calm, stoic one. Let's try to fire up Logan. Let's swap their heads. The same results. It's really hard to match a stoic looking head with the new X-Men 97 brown costume Wolverine, but the new angry head works well with the Lumberjack Wolverine. Let me know in the comments below, do you agree the angry new head sculpt will work in every skin tone of Wolverine? Since we already know that the new screaming head will not work with yellow costume Wolverines, let's try it out with other brown costume Wolverine. I have the Brood Wolverine and Hellverine, the Weapon of Vengeance Wolverine. The thing is, you cannot just do a head swap. You need to swap the hands as well because Hellverine has those flaming claws. But the brown color won't work. So let's try swapping only the heads. And this one actually looks nice. Flaming skull, no flesh tone match to worry about. The other screaming head, I know his blood is boiling, that's why the color of his skin is a bit blushy. But it might work. I'm not actually sure, let me know. An interesting head swap is between the Brood Wolverine and the new X-Men 97 Wolverine because it's like he is half transformed, so it actually works. Especially the screaming head on the Brood body because he is in pain. Next is we have the House of X Wolverine swapping with the new X-Men 97 Wolverine. I never liked the House of X head, so let's try out a proper brown costume head. And it's actually okay. The orange are not a perfect match, but it is better than the smirking House of X head. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite head swap. I could have done more, but I'm running out of time. For Storm, I won't be performing a head swap, mainly because her neck is so long. It's the same body mold, and that's the thing that I don't like about this body mold. I understand the neck needs to be long because of her cape. So here she is, side by side with other Storms that I have in my collection. We have Vampire Storm and Punk Storm. You can see the difference in terms of skin tone. It's really gonna be hard to do a head swap. This new Storm really has a darker brown that won't match the other Storms. Here are the Uncanny X-Men Retro Black Costume Storm and the Team Uniform Storm. There is a big improvement in terms of the inkjet printing, but her skin is just so dark that it won't match other Storms. I understand why some collectors don't prefer this type of color, but it's show accurate. The new Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Storm stands 16 centimeters or 6.3 inches tall. According to the Topps X-Men 97 trading card, she stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. To get her height accurately, we need to remove the heels, and this action figure stands 15 centimeters or 5.9 inches tall, which is a close match to the X-Men 97 show height. The new X-Men 97 Wolverine in his brown costume stands 14.5 centimeters or 5.7 inches tall. Wolverine has always been short. He is always listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall, but Marvel Legends Wolverines are always taller than that. For a quick side-by-side comparison with the body molds that Hasbro repainted and reused, here is the Secret Wars Wolverine and from the Thunderbird 2-pack, Storm. Here they are besides X-Men 97, Cable, Cyclops and Jean Grey 2-pack which I reviewed recently, and Jubilee. Other figures from X-Men 97 Wave 3, Sunspot, Morph, Emma Frost who has something to hide. X-Men 97 Wave 2, Cyclops, Nightcrawler, Jean Grey, and from Wave 1, Rogue. Some Spider-Man comparison, Marvel Legends Secret Wars Spider-Man which is the shorter Spider-Man versus the Maximum Series Spider-Man, and we have the Ultimate Miles Morales Retro Venom. For some Wolverine adjacent Gamerverse figures, Omega Red, Captain America, Psylocke, Silver Samurai. Starting the Marvel Legends Wolverine comparison, Tiger Stripe Yellow Costumes, Astonishing X-Men, Love Triangle 3-pack Wolverine, Gamerverse Wolverine, X-Men 97 Wolverine. Brown Costume Wolverine comparison, House of X, Brood Wolverine, Secret Wars, Wolverine. Logan in Black, Extreme X-Men, Uncanny X-Force Wolverine, Age of Apocalypse Wolverine, and from the Psylocke 2-pack, Wolverine. Logan in different casual attire, Shirtless Wolverine, Patch Wolverine in white suit, Cowboy Wolverine, and Lumberjack Wolverine. Going to the MCU movie Wolverines, Hugh Jackman in Lumberjack, Hugh Jackman in his heroic yellow tiger stripe costume, Hugh Jackman in his heroic white tank top. But before that, we have the team uniform comic book Wolverine. The last set of Wolverines, X-23 from the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure Wave, Daken, from the Sauron Build-A-Figure Wave, all new Wolverine Laura Kinney, and we have from the X-Force 2-pack with Warpath, X-23. Other than the Mafex Storm not here, I have a few Marvel Legends Storms, the Punk Storm, Vampire Storm, Jim Lee Black Costume, Gold Team Leader Storm, and the Team Uniform Storm. Hasbro Marvel Legends Maximum Series Deadpool and Duke versus the Mezco 112 Deadpool from the movie Deadpool and Wolverine. Who has the better set of hands? Hope you check out that review. Since it's Halloween, let's bring out Purgatory by Executive Replicas and Loose Collector. Darna, Philippines version of Wonder Woman by Halimao Sculptures and Loose Collector. 6-inch scale versus 7-inch scale size comparison, Hasbro Marvel Legends Sabretooth versus the Marvel Select Sabretooth. Can he really clap? The Maximum Series Hulk versus the Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Rampaging Hulk or the Immortal Hulk. For packaging, Wolverine and Storm comes in the inbox collector friendly X-Men 97 packaging. On the side is art of Wolverine. On the other side is art of Storm. At the bottom is some warning, legalities, and the barcode. Remember to recycle, it's good. At the back is product renders with Wolverine and his thick lines. On top is X logo. Unboxing the new Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine and Storm. They come in 2 plastic trays. Standard generic X logo yellow back. The first tray contains the figures and some of the accessories, which is the alternate head and alternate hands. The last tray contains the electrifying effects and Storm's extra cape. Wolverine articulation, his head can move from side to side easily, no tilt that much, can look up, good, look down, arms can extend that far, has a butterfly joint, can move that far, he can do a full 360 right here, bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows, wrist can swivel, can hinge forward and back, he can crunch forward, crunch backward, he has a hidden waist swivel underneath the belt, he can do a split, he has an upper thigh swivel right here, double jointed pinless knees, kick forward, has a boot cut swivel right here, feet can hinge forward and back, and has an ankle rocker. Storm articulation, her head can move from side to side with some hindrance because of her hair, cannot look up, look down, okay. She can do a swivel right here, but 360 is difficult with the cape. Bicep swivel, which is new. Double jointed pinless elbows, also new. Wrist can swivel, hinge forward and back. She has an upper torso swivel right here. No waist swivel, can crunch forward, crunch back a little. Can do a split. Upper thigh swivel right here. Double jointed pinless knees, cannot kick far back. Really? Kick forward. Still no lower calf swivel, feet can swivel, hinge forward and back. Ankle rocker. I'm really deep in the rabbit hole because I added the new X-Men 97 Wolverine brown costume and this Storm. I really don't need them, to be honest, but since you guys requested, I had to try them out and review them. Is this a good brown costume Wolverine? For those collectors who does not have a Marvel Legends brown costume Wolverine, this is decent. This is okay. For Storm, I still think the old one is better. But hey, this one looks okay too because of the double jointed pinless elbows. X-Men 97 collectors, probably a must add. Just maybe. Casual X-Men collectors, we can skip this if we have the older versions of these figures. One thing I hope you don't skip is checking out my playlist of other X-Men Marvel Legends figures. Link on the top right corner of your screen. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this review useful. Please give it a hype, like, subscribe, share this with your friends. I hope to see you in the next one.